Okay, welcome to my messy office. Since someone asked, I think I would, I've never done this, but I'm going to make a video. This is me filling my Parker Vacumatic. This is a 42 Parker Vac, just a garden variety brown Parker Vac with a plastic pump. It's nothing special, but I've had it for a very, very, very long time. So much so that you can see there's no more gold left on this. Pen is all down to the brass. Anyway, it's Parker Vacumatic. And Parker Vacumatics fill very slowly and kind of a little inefficiently. So there's sometimes some confusion about how they fill. I had a Vacumatic demonstrator, and having a demonstrator allowed me to see what was happening inside the pen, and now I know exactly how a Vacumatic works. It exchanges air for ink like every system does, but it does it in a kind of sloppy way. It's not really all that efficient, and you do have to pump the vac filler system about 10, 12, 15 times to actually fill the pen. Otherwise, the pen won't fill. It pushes out a little bit more air each time and sucks in a little more ink each time. So it's this simple. You put the pen in the ink, right? And you pump quickly. You'll see bubbles in the ink. And you just do this a whole bunch of times. 10, 15 times even. It depends on the size of your pen, depends on how good a vacuum is in your pen and when it was recently restored. But here's the trick. I guarantee you that when you're done filling your pen and it's done, the barrel of the pen will be filled with ink. So will the feed and collector area, and your pen will be flooded, which is a pain in the neck. Your pen will write way too wet and it will be messy. So the trick for that is you sacrifice a little bit of ink. You put the plunger down for your last plunge, and then you hold the button down, clear the nib of the ink, and let go. That will suck air through the nib and feed and clear most of the ink that was in the collector into the barrel of the pen. Now it's only a little bit flooded. And if you store your pen nib up, it will likely mostly just drip into the barrel of the pen and you're done. But that's it. That's really all there is to filling a Vacumatic. It just takes more strokes than what you're used to. And generally, this pen is filled now. This was not the neatest way to do it, but there you go. Holds a lot of ink. Super great pen. I love these. I think they're the most beautiful pens ever made. I just love the celluloid. I think it looks like a building with some of the lights on and some of the lights off. I just think it's just a perfect embodiment of the sort of Art Deco experience from that part of the 20th century. It's a beautiful pen. One of my very, very, very favorite pens of all time. I think probably the Parker Vacumatic and the Schaefer Balance are my two favorite pens of all time. I only own one. I've only ever owned one for a very long time. But I do have Parker 51s that have Vacumatic filling systems. Generally, people don't seem to like those as much as the Aerometric, but I personally like them. They're not great if you are changing inks all the time. If you're an ink person, it's probably not the best system. I've had this pen for a very long time, and I have to say, I think I've only ever put one ink in it, and that was Waterman Florida Blue, which is a safe and good ink for vintage pens. Anyway, that's all there is to filling it.